Hello friends, now let us take up the concept number 13.6, more about interface members. In the previous topic, I explained about the interface declaration and about its members and the modifiers which are applicable to that. We understood that interface is like a class. It is one of the 5 Java reference types, but it can hold only 2 types of members. The first one is constants. The constants also static, final. If you do not write static, final also, by implicitly static and final is applicable to them. It is not compulsory to write them, it is an implication. Once you define a constant, a variable, a field, that is better word is field, because variable and constant may understand as opposite words. That is why let us call it a field. A field should be a constant, static constant. That is why static, final are applicable, and at the same time they should be public. Public, static, final are applicable to all the fields. Simply we call them as constants, named constants. Their value should be initialized. That point you must remember. As far as interface is concerned, by its nature it is abstract. It is abstract. Why? No method implementation is provided. We are simply providing method prototype, almost like a header terminated by semicolon. No body is there, no execution statements are there, and that is why it is incomplete method. That is why you must declare an interface as an abstract, but implicitly that is also applicable. As it is abstract, obviously we cannot instantiate it from a incomplete class. Of course, it is not class. For an incomplete blueprint, how can we instantiate objects? We can't. That is why it is abstract. At the same time, it should be public. It should be public, because if it is not public, it cannot be extended, and that problem is there. That is why the implicit modifiers are public and stat. Public is applicable. Public and abstract are applicable to interfaces. Public, static, final are applicable to fields. The 2 points you have to understand. As far as method prototypes are concerned, always they should be instance, because they should be non-static and non-final. Fields are static, but methods are non-static. And if they are final, suppose if you make it as final, there is no scope for implementation, and that is why they should not be final also, and they should be public. These are also implicitly these are applicable. Just you have to understand, you need not write them and all that. Okay, implicitly all these are applicable. And which more? Nested classes. Nested classes means in the next chapter we will have a discussion on this in detail. Suppose this is a class ABC, and within that another class definition may be there, is allowed. This is called nested class. Nested class. So, within an interface, inside a class can be defined. That is possible, technically possible, and in the next chapter we learn about nested classes. Thereafter, nested interfaces. In the same manner, within an interface, you can define another interface like this. This is possible. Actually, why this is required and all that, practically you have to understand. Theoretically, it is not possible to understand. However, in the next chapter, I will explain about the next step why we have to declare a class as a member in another class. The same logic, same analogy is applicable to interface also. This you have to practically understand. So, which type of members are allowed for interface means simply public, static, final, final fields are nothing but static constants are allowed. Second one, non-final, non-static prototypes of instance methods are allowed. No implementation should be provided. And next one, within the body of the interface, nested class, a class can be defined. And finally, another interface within the body of an interface, another interface can be defined as a member, that is nested interface. These are the members, no other members are to be used. And one more thing, these modifiers only are to be used and no other modifiers are allowed. Only one strict FP, one modifier is there. I do not want to distract your attention, and that is allowed for an interface. And what is this, why it should be used and all that, in forthcoming chapters I will explain. And here let us see a practical model. Actually, in C, C++, in order to define a list of constants, we have one element, that is enum. Enum constants we can define, enum constant. By using enum constants and all that, then we define integer type constants, and there are if you do not give the values also, default values are applicable. In the same manner, here in the interface we can define a list of constants like this and all that. Now, you see interface, melting point. Melting points we are defining of different metals, double, cobalt, gold, like that, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 metals we have given, and we initialize it. Being a final, you must initialize that one actually at the time of declaration, or after that also, before it is being used, you must initialize. And as a naming convention, all finals should be written in capital letters, that you have to understand. So, in this manner, here 5 constants we have defined, and thereafter a void demo melting point, one prototype we have declared. By this you can understand how the interface declaration and the way of declaring constants and method prototype.